All right. Well, that was a very rocky beginning there. So we're gonna run it back. Try this again, and our hope is that we did not lose the memories.
To hold on to, the harder they will fight.
We did not. We did not lose the memories. Jarvis is still here. Jarvis was with us. So we if you abandon a run in the inn, you do not lose anything. So now we have to decide what we want our team to be for the end. I was digging most of that. I think if we swap our Vestal back to Seraph, and we keep the Occultist. I mean, does that work? I kind of want to do a run with a stress healer, if I'm being honest. It's been a while. I feel like we've been doing a lot of runs sans good stress healing. And it's so nice to be able to kind of like not have the pressure of when stress starts to mount you being doomed. Let's see. So what are the options here? So I was thinking, like, I like Seraph. I kind of like Aspirant. We could go with, like... We go with a team like this. This team has a lot of potential. You would need to become a Seraph. But other than that, I think this team would play relatively well. We're a little better at hitting the back line, so we can take out a librarian, and I do think picking up the General's Trophy for this is good. But let's try this as an alternative. We'll keep you Virtuoso. Let's see about... Let's make you Iron Man. We'll go with like a red theme for everyone else. Looks like we're already on red theme. Let's go... That iridescent color is interesting. Which one gives you the golden loot? This one's interesting. We'll do that, and then we'll repair your sword. At least a little bit. Yeah, we'll go with that one. I don't think we've used that one yet. Okay. Let's go once more into the breach. We haven't done a run with a Jester in a while, I feel like. Oh wait, hold on. I do want... I don't think being able to change paths at the inn is a good change for the game. It undercuts the whole theme of choices being final. So I kind of disagree, Jason. We were talking about it earlier, and like I think that being able to at the inn adapt to what trinkets you've picked up is like a really good change for the game. Like I think the game is going to benefit a lot from the opportunity to be like, oh, it would be super beneficial if, I could switch from one, like, because that last run, right, we were stuck with a Chaplain Vestal, which didn't feel like it was doing anyone any favors. And I think if I could have swapped it to Seraph, I might have made that run, tried to make that run work. Oh, are you still in bonk mode? Oh, you are still in bonk mode. Okay, so we can't move the Occultist forward because we need to do that. Yeah, so I think it's interesting. I think it adds a nice dimension and a bit of extra strategy to the game. So I'm a fan of the change. Oh, I never noticed that there was writing on that blade. That's actually super cool. Because, I mean, like, you can change... Like, I think by that logic, Jason, I think the natural extension is to be like, once a hero is named and has memories, they can't change their path, right? Like, you could do the same... You could make the same argument there. And I don't think that would be a good change to lock that in place. Okay, so I think I don't like... I think I prefer having Sack Stab on the board over Binding Shadows. So we're going to switch that. I kind of want Demon Pull, but I know we're running out of options. Maybe we can get away with not running Rid and run Demon Pull instead, because over here, I think we can pretty safely, I think, get rid of Ministrations for that. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Yes, so we were talking about that. We were talking about that earlier because I think that it is very interesting that that you can do a Monarch Leper for every final boss is pretty big.
No longer has meaning.
Let's see. A Sagear is bonkers here. I think we are gonna try out the Shambler spawn. We are gonna do that. Where are we going? And I do think you pick up a Sagear when you see it in the first region. That's just good for business.
Planning and mindfulness. As vital to survival,
and that's gonna take a lot of control out of our options here. I mean, do we think it's better for us to upgrade Sacrificial Stab? Abyssal Artillery does not do that much damage in this new world. Like, I think like Sack Stab is doing a lot more. Yeah, wait, we should check, I guess. Shouldn't we?
The first of many forks in the road. Choose your path.
We have Naked and Afraid for 3. For a first region, I would consider putting the Assay Gear off to the side to get 3 Mastery. But I don't love doing a General on Region 1. Maybe we can get away with it. We got some linseed oil here. First region general is just a little stressful. That's the reality. We would benefit hugely from Snappy Swig, though, too. But we also, I think, benefit from the General's Trophy to handle the cultist shuffles that we're going to be threatened by. So I think we actually go Tangle here.
Mud and rain, resignation and death. This land is truly barren.
And then if we're doing that, we do upgrade Abyssal Artillery. And we also probably upgrade... Like, Slice Off is the thing that I'm thinking we upgrade. Yeah. Now let's see. Have we bought the linseed oil? We have not. You don't skip a roast pig.
Damnation.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential here for sure. Now what about this? Healing received from positive tokens, healing received from negative tokens. I think we save this for now. So what's the next best thing for... I kind of feel like Consecration of Light is very tempting here. Slice Off is also very tempting just because for the general himself, we're going to be Abyssal Artillerying a lot. We're not going to want our Jester moving. Yeah, I'm going to grab Slice Off. That's potentially a controversial decision. I know, but all right, let's give this a go. Thanks for warning me, but not that I didn't have a pet last time. Grumble, grumble, grumble. I feel like Region 1 General is often a recipe for disaster. And I also feel like I so rarely actually find cultist encounters when I am
War. Rewards only. Resignation.
when I'm rolling the Shambler spawn. So let's see. So it doesn't matter where we go. We can get the cache either way, or we can skip the cache if we're not interested. I don't mind going to the cache. It's loathing no matter what here. Let's just go left path because we just don't know what's going on. Yeah, the problem is a positioning problem. We don't have an easy way to swap back and forth, and I'm gonna need Kostas to be ready to push back the growth using Abyssal Artillery. So we did put Sack Stab on you, yes. So like I wouldn't have been able to spam Fade to Black.
Just hope their desperation can be eased.
Bray, it took me about 2 seconds to be like, you know, maybe I don't need this in my life. We'll do this one and grab the Shrine map. Oh, thank you so much, game, for giving me the Shrine map.
Variables, but do it quickly.
Just what I always wanted, a thing that cannot scout anything in the game. Fantastic.
Supplies this way, if you can make it.
But yeah, I got that collector fight last time. So first of all, my first collector was elite. I mean, there's plenty of other scouting items, Jason. Tea service is not bad. That was a good haul from that cache, actually.
Analysis is invaluable until it becomes an excuse for inaction.
There's no reason. There's no real downside to that. Ooh, the game may be teaching us an important lesson about the lack of scouting. I do think loathing is a real concern when you take the Shambler pet. And also the fact that you can't guarantee hospitals is also spooky. Yeah, speaking of which, yeah, we hopefully will be able to use that to land some bleeds a bit more effectively. We'll take the combo. Now that right there, kids, that's a spicy meatball. I'm gonna do this to yank him forward so that we don't get any shenanigans.
Steady yourself.
Okay, no chill. I think this might be my new favorite sword.
A slow dissection. unavoidable end.
Will I change the permissions? Oh, change the leper to monarch. That patch isn't out yet, so we can't quite yet. But I mean, I think that's something that I will do in the future. That is an insane amount of bleed. Holy smokes. How did we end up with 9 bleed? Jeez. It was a short-lived 9 bleed, but we should have a big old Divine Grace available here. Well, that's not great. I think I gotta try to get a Rid going here, unfortunately. Oh, I don't even have Rid on the board. Ah. Do we try? What's it's 25%? If the guy dies, he dies. Otherwise, we get a Solemnity. All right. Not ideal. But I always forget that Divine Grace is like absolutely insane on how low heroes have to be. Now, I am not thrilled that we are already at the general. Haven't had a lot of opportunity to confirm that this party is working the way I want it to.
Our protection has been stripped to its last.
Hello. Mana from heaven here. We don't need dot removal. So that gives us a few more abilities to push back. But yeah, we may get ambushed. It's seeming like a possibility.
Within every keep, a general and his loyal lumbering guard.
We had some good travel healing. Piercing Bolt is annoying for sure, but
Lethality writ large.
do love me an occultist sometimes. I'm playing a bit more conservatively with the expectation that I wanna go into the next fight as fights as healthy as possible. So I'm playing a little more conservatively. Now we can fade to black because we don't need to hit the back lines anymore. I like the red on the Vestal. Looking sharp. Yeah, oh yeah, Jason, I do want to hear something tragic. Do tell. Sorry, I missed your message in the Sea of Ponderings. Really? 1 hit point? 2 hit points. No need to let him get another swing. The best boss fight I've ever had? Geez. I feel like I've had a few general fights with no no Walking Deads. That always feels really good. The dodges, they do nothing. This is an unpleasant combo, as a side note. I got the Mortar and Pestle to try to get some stimulating poultices for Snappy, Swig, and Rat Skull. Oh, did they not deliver? That seems like the standard shenanigans. Gosh, we're critting like a boss. 7 Blight Resist Poultices, nothing else at the inn to increase speed, so I had to leave them both. Oh, that is heartbreaking. I hate this. This is too much stress, for the record. Are you serious? Are you one-pointing me right now? Shake it off, no. AKA Rusty, how's it going? This is getting awkward.
Lethality writ large.
That makes things less awkward. Poet Leper, go, go, go. Good gracious. These guys, they don't mess around. Let's just get rid of him, get us down to 1, and then we'll figure out what we're doing here. We're not low enough for Solemnity to proc. So I think we need to take another hit. We gotta slow roll this a little bit. Oh, use limit exceeded. Never mind. We're out of luck in that regard. I think we put this guy on death's door and then maybe we get a rid. Oh, we don't have weird. Never mind. Well, not the place I wanted to start out with our leper, but the general fight is not super tank intensive. Double the trinket selection at the hoarder is pretty cool. Might be another path to getting some things.
Locked in a nightmare slumber, he is tortured by failures both real and imagined.
It is pronounced weird, which I learned the hard way. What? Oh, this is all? Uh-oh. That was a mistake. We just put ourselves in a bad place on Walking Dead by pushing back before we needed to. That was very not good. I thought that was a single target debuff, unfortunately.
Empowered, emboldened.
Also, no bleed resist changes, so please go off the Jester. Damn. Okay, well, it's not ideal. We're just gonna have to go with it.
Awash in turmoil.
Stress resist is great there. Bad hit.
Any being, however horrid, can be brought to heel.
So this is not ideal that we're taking a Walking Dead so soon, unfortunately, but. So let's see. The other thing we want to do right now, we have dodge tokens. We put in the damage where we can. We get 7 to 12 out of this, 6 to 11. All right, we 7 to 12 this. We want to push back as much as possible before his turn, because we're getting the Walking Dead regardless. So if we can... If we can get a bit of extra damage in before the Walking Dead, that's as good as it's gonna be. Okay, that was pretty okay.
But deadly all the same.
So let's see. We do one of these. Okay, it got the Jester, so we know we want to cool it. The Divine Comfort's not going to be doing much. So I think we do that. And then if we Solemnity, yeah, I'm not worried about where his hit goes at this moment. I think getting the Solemnity off is good for business. Perfect. So in this case, we have to push back twice here, right? Because at the moment we have we hit it once? Yes, I think we had. So is it going to warn us where it's going? Okay, so we're taking the Walking Dead on the back line. All right, so we do this, get some more burn going.
An unavoidable end.
That Unsettling Whispers is a little unsettling as far as whispers go. Now we hope that hits. Just ideally to free up the Jester so we don't get locked up next turn. Okay, that's perfect. We should be able to finish here, no problem. All right. Solid first region general.
The Wainwright awaits, eager to ply his trade.
We not fantastic trinkets. We did get the lock-in place trophy, which I think will be good for us moving forward. No, I meant to put that there. Put that there for now. We could definitely use a hospital. We're gonna go, I think, let's zig when they expect us to zag. We'll go right and then hard right here.
We venture blindly forth, at the mercy of the road.
All right, hoping that we don't find ourselves a hazard of the armor variety. The assistance encounter was a bit of a bust, but just seeing Moth's hit points recover a little bit is...
You must be strong enough to shoulder more than your share of the burden.
A wheel and an armor. Or double combat items. What's our 71? I think we go a wheel and an armor. Because I think we'll make it through. And this makes it not impossible, but very unlikely that we'll get things. And we get the Hoarder, so there's a small chance of maybe a Reverberating Redoubt for sale. Can the Hoarder sell Reverberating Redoubt? I feel like there's certain trinkets that cannot be sold. More travel healing with the extra wheel. That is true as well. I love killing those guys before they get a chance to ruin my fun. And now that we've done that, we can move the Jester back for a stress heal.
A breakthrough.
Huge. Love to see it. We're gonna get the profane scrolls almost guaranteed on this run. Last run they offered us the good stuff. The icon of light made an appearance, and now this time they're gonna give us the bonk vessel item. Although the bonk vessel item isn't that good, so we could have probably got one stress healing off our leper by letting that guy attack, but
Wield the flame.
the mastery for this first region, it looks like we're going to have 6 mastery. Yeah, a minimum of 6 mastery. We have a Sagear in our hip pocket. We have the General's Trophy for dealing with cultists and altars. This run is shaping up a lot better. That last one was... dicey doesn't begin to cover it. This is really hard. So Trinket Organizer is another S tier item. Stone Mount is exceptional on Man-at-Arms, but not really what we're looking for here. Greater Wolf's Blood is very good, but I think we go Trinket Organizer and maybe Armory Key. How much do we like Armory Key on Jarvis? I'm a little torn about it. But I think Trinket Organizer is just so good. And unfortunately, I think Stone Mount is just not that great on lepers, right? Because like, what are we getting? Like, we could use Withstand without upgrading it, but if we upgrade Withstand, it's the same thing, and we have 6 mastery, right? Yeah, I don't see it. Just think, Armory Key, Spike Tap, and Bonesaw on Tempest. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But even on Poet, like 20% extra damage, Poets still hit pretty hard. Maybe we just get the Trinket Organizer and save, though. Is Armory Key worth it? It gives us a flexible 20% damage trinket we can put on just about anyone. But we are going for cultist trinkets. I'm going to take the Trinket Organizer, and I'm going to save the other 30. I will also buy the Candles and Chocolate, the Adrenaline tokens, the Adrenaline tonics, and the Meditative Totem, because we currently don't even have a Sagear equipped, and we have 100 relics. But yeah, I think baubles are going to be the limiting factor, so I'm going to be pretty discerning about my my bauble usage. All right, we lose one more wheel, which is fine. It's a bit of a bummer, just because, especially if we have a sprawl next region, I would like to go in with a with our coffers full of baubles, but like we're probably going to go in with 0 baubles. All right, off to the races.
Collaboration confers advantage.
So the goal here is to blow up the altar as quick as humanly possible. The goal here is to get pummeled by the frontline bleeds. This is a tough choice. I think we take out the altar here. I think that's the that's what's good for business. What's the most money you walked into the final boss with? My last run saw me go into the final boss with 200 baubles. I had over 300 relics on the first run where I was looking for the collector, where I thought maybe it had to do with how many items I was carrying. So, yeah, I think I had like 180 baubles and over 300, like 340 gold or something like that. 340 relics. So, yeah, that's the most for me. Not saying it worked out well for me either. It was all just wasted in that final end. 2 to 3 damage. That's not going to be enough. Let's just remove that here. Yep, over 300. Yeah, I think it was like 350. It was a lot. Should have probably blinded this guy to avoid the crit. The stress resist is doing work for sure. Let's just hit him with the regen. %, death store there, so try and utilize the blind there for mitigating the crit token. Perfect. Looking forward to getting Sack Stab upgraded for sure. Inspire you with a tune. I think we're probably gonna get a Solemnity here. Indeed we do. And as long as this guy's on the front, we're not concerned. Yeah, there's not much more work we can do here. We can use our second Solemnity to get 1 stress healing, but we probably would have gotten that from the inn anyways.
Unsteady stances. Exhaustion.
17 on a Razor's Wit? What the what? Dear Jester. So we pick up Selfish Motivation. I just realized Selfish Motivation with the blind thing is kind of insane, isn't it? Like, there's no reason not to put Selfish Motivation, like, here, right? You put that there. Let's see. Okay, so our build for our cart is going to be a Sagear Trinket Organizer, T-Service, Strongbox for the time being. So, well, Hoarder Signal Decoder is actually super good. Maybe we get rid of Strongbox. So, Innie, you weren't, though. You were in the first run we did today that we had to abandon due to it being an absolute catastrophe. So you've already seen combat today, believe it or not. Well, actually, okay, we hired a bounty hunter to replace you, but you were on the team. Now that I say it like that, yeah, maybe you were benched. Sorry about that. But we had a truly catastrophic first run.
A little worse for wear, but familiar nonetheless.
7 mastery for Region 1. That is some rare air right there. Some rare air. Now the Wainwright.
Stop is leagues away. Plan accordingly.
That's unbelievably good. In terms of importance, we'll do that. Yeah, we dropped you off in the tavern. You are still alive. Oh, and we get the cheap repairs here too. That's something. Let's see. I think we grab a songbook because our money situation is going to be really good moving forward. So we'll grab a songbook and that.
Road to damnation.
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Yes. That one was pretty brutal though. So what's our worst relationship right now? Jarvis and Moth, or Black Curse and Jarvis? It's Black Curse and Jarvis. The +1 there hurts a little bit. Who has some negative stuff? Blundering is probably the worst negative that we're dealing with right now. So we scouted some things. I think it partially does, but I'm mostly doing it for the double inventory, Jason. Because I think we're going to be, like, we're searching for some specific stuff. Where are we going?
Everywhere.
We're sluicing it up, which might jeopardize us ever getting to go to a sprawl, which should be of note. I think I picked these up too, because we're going to have a lot of money. So, let's see. For a sluice, I don't think we use food for a sluice. I think we do use this, and then does anyone have... I think we save those, and now we just go to a sluice after we unlock everything.
Just a little taller at the end.
That is obviously hyperbole. We will not be unlocking everything, but... let's see. Inspiring Tune, we're going to have to, like, swap things around in order to use it. We don't need Razor's Wit on the board at all. So if we are... So one thing we could think about doing is we could think about abandoning Abyssal Artillery and having Costas... Hold on, let me hit reset here. So when target is comboed, there's a 50% chance of a second one. So Binding Shadows seems like the better one. I think we pick this up. I think I'm gonna put Costas in slot 2. and put Moth in slot 3. This is going to be the more like safe play here. Because I think we're gonna generate a lot of we're gonna generate a lot, and the fact that Binding Shadows is basically like, if we're hitting a combo target, which we often will be because of the combo generation that we're gonna get from Fade to Black, we may get some good stuff. So we're gonna be using Demon Pull more. Right, but I'm thinking getting straight to 2. That's what's on my mind. I think so. Now if we're gonna do that, then I think we grab Solemnity, and we probably grab Chop. Okay, that feels pretty good. Hopefully we'll get some more in the sluice, and then speed wise, our team is very slow, but c'est la vie. And we've done Wainwright stuff. Right? We're rocking Selfish Motivation. Alright. Let's do the thing. Oh no, I may have misspoke, but that was not what I meant to say.